I've spent $11,662 on Whiteout Survival. It's day 83. We're on the last day of SvS Prep. We're still ahead, but we lost yesterday. So I'm going to go through my spending plan for today, tell you what I did yesterday, and then I'm going to give you an update tomorrow, and we're going to see how we do. So first things first, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Yesterday, I didn't want to blow my bag, so to speak. I didn't want to empty my bag. I had a bunch of stuff that I could have done yesterday, but I focused really on just troops and charms. So this is where we ended up with just troops and charms. I was able to take second place still. I'm still looking good for overall points, so we'll see how that goes today. But that's where things ended yesterday. And if we look at the alliance points, basically the breakdown, this has been a little bit of a tough match here, but we are still ahead. So hopefully we're able to keep that edge. I think a lot of us were holding stuff for the last day, so we're going to see how that goes. And I have a bunch of stuff that I've been really waiting to do on the account in general. So let's take a quick look at what I did with charms. Here's where we are with charms right now. I left let's go to the charms upgrade screen. So I left Lancers at level 3, essentially. I pressed the infantry to level 6. I pressed the chief gear to level 5 on the charms alone. Now today we can use chief gear as well, but I don't know, let's see, do I have any chief gear that I can do? I really would like to get this one up as well. Oh, I could. So I can do some chief gear work today as well. But before I do that, I'm going to consult the WOS calculator because I'm going to see how much I have, how much it would take to use different strategies. Like one strategy I can use is just try to get marksman up. The other strategy I can use is to try to get all 3 of these other pieces of gear up to the same level so that the 6 bonus is increased. So I'm going to play around with that. I'm going to give you an update tomorrow, actually. Let me just tell you, that's a theme for tonight. I'm basically going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm not going to show you what I'm doing because this is the last day of SvS Prep, and I don't want to, there's a lot of people who watch my content. I don't want to, give the competition an upper leg. Yeah, they can probably look at these videos and figure out approximately what I'm going to do, but I don't want to put points on the board immediately. So I want to try to wait a little bit, see what the rest of the team does, and then I'll come. There will be a couple things I do on the account tonight, but not that much. I'm just going to do one pet refinement tonight, just so we can see it. I'm going to give you a review of where we're at. So the other thing to show you is that my gear, I'm looking forward to the gear, doing some of the gear, and I will do a little bit of that on camera just so you can celebrate an account milestone with me, my first +20 on Geronimo. So I'm going to do that a little later as well. But aside from that, let's just look at the spending plan. So before I look at the spending plan for tonight, I do want to, I don't know why I'm apologizing for this, but essentially I had to spend more than I wanted to yesterday, and I rationalized it like this. First of all, it's been a long time. I don't really want to be the type of person who spams troops on the account. That's kind of like fake power. It's temporary power. But this was for SvS Prep points. So I did it for SvS Prep points alone. So I did spam some troops yesterday, and here's where my troops are at now. So looking good on the troops. I like this. This is a good position to be in. It did help me with bear as well. I was like 2 mil short of 300 mil on bear tonight. So that was good as well. I already showed you that I pressed the charms as well, but what you didn't know is I did have to spend a little bit on that to be able to do that because I was just a little bit short and I needed a little bit more for points, so I went ahead and did that as well. I really resisted doing anything with gears, widgets, or anything like that. So this score, this power that I now have, and the score that I achieved yesterday was solely done with troops and charms, and that's just about it. I think I might have done one little thing with the gears, but that's it, just one little thing. And that was it, and that was enough to secure second place, enough to keep my edge for total points, and without showing what else I have in my bag. So that's where we stand right now, and that's the spending I did yesterday, but it was more than I wanted to. But as a result of that, I don't have the need to actually spend a bunch tonight because I already did the planning I needed. So I think the only thing I might come back around and spend on once I get into it is the custom pet chest. Most likely. I might have to get into the custom armament chest as well if I need it to be able to press the gear, but this is the only thing I might spend on tonight, and I'm not going to do it until I get into the actually, doing the advancement and seeing how that goes. So that's where things stand there. Oh, here's a new one. This is because it's a gear enhancement day, they're giving us a gear enhancement deal. So I will at least buy this for the $5. I may end up buying this for more, but we'll see. Oh, we have another Hall of Chiefs starting. Interesting. Now that I've done SvS, I don't know who participates in this at all anymore, because once you've been through one SVS, I would imagine that most people just save for SVS between one SVS to the next. I'm going to do the daily deals still. I'm going to do my monthly claim here. Grab these. And I do feel like as this progresses, that is a decent value. So that's all I need to do there. I'm going to come into the deal section. I am going to buy the Vault of Enigma. I did talk to a bunch of people about this. To me, I don't think there's any perfect item to pick, but the fire crystals I picked because they're kind of a gate for my account right now, and there's not a lot of places to get them with a good, decent value. So there's a lot of value in this pack, the Vault of Enigma with the Essence Stones, and I knew I was going to be doing gear on Gear Day, so we'll grab this for the last Vault of Enigma. There we go, and we'll claim the Fire Crystals reward. Take care of that. Lanterns of Blessings, I cleared all the little side tasks so I can make these claims, and then we'll see how lucky I get tonight. All right. So, no, that wasn't it. Oh, that's not horrible. There we go, 10s. 18, well, 5 and 3, that's not great. There we go, got some 10s in there. Oh, that's it. All right, grab my little reward there. And I'll see if I need any of this for, I already bought the things I really needed. So, you know, if I might need to come in here and get this for Chief Gear, we'll see. But this is a long-term event as well, so hopefully I can grab more and more of this as the event goes on. Clear this out. Deadshot. I'm gonna wait. I liked that suggestion. I'm gonna wait until I can do 5. So I'll wait. I'm only at 4 right now. So I'll wait until I get 5 for that. And just claim this for my little tiny reward there. All right, so that's the deal section. Now let's do Frosty Fortune. Now, I did all the missions. I did pay for the extra. So I do all the missions so I get all that. Claim all this. I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to buy up to the $5 mark just because that's the most efficient spend right there. And I'm going to use these later most likely, but what I am going to do tonight is just at least use my free refreshes. So let's start with the free refresh and see if I can manage to get a little luck tonight. Oh, well. So this is interesting, but because there's no red chests here, I'm not going to open all for this. I am gonna open up the gold because I did okay with that last night. So, oh, I'm doing okay again so far. Hey, all right. Nope. Need more thorns. All right, I didn't do too bad. So let's do another refresh. All right, I'm just gonna open these gold chests again. Nice. Take it. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so now we've got 2 red chests and, you know, 3 silver chests. At this point, I do think I'm just going to open all of these because with the all, I get a free refresh. And I think that's worth it for down to only 3 silver chests. So here we go. All right, and I didn't do too bad. I got 2 20s, 2 6s, and a 2. All right. Get the free refresh. Okay, and now we'll just open up these and we'll be done for the day. Take that. All right, I didn't do too bad. That's not too bad. And then, you know, get the rewards up here as well. So I may actually need to play this out a little bit more. There's a couple more days to Frosty Fortune. I mean, my luck isn't too bad, so I may actually need to play this out a little more. We'll see. If I need anything from here, it's probably going to be the pet stuff or gears. But I think the pets is by far the better value because it's a little more rare. So that's what I'm probably going to be looking at here. But drop me a comments and tell me, what do you think is the most highest value in the Emporium of Enigma for me to spend these on? I'm not even focused on skins anymore. I'm not trying to do this for skins. I'm just trying to look at what is the highest value and what I'm going to need. And I think that's probably going to be the pet gear right now. I do already have a bunch of S2 widgets, so I'm going to be doing that tonight as well. But that's all I need there. So that's Frosty Fortune, and that wasn't too bad. That luck wasn't too bad. So now let's remind ourselves of what this phase is for SvS Prep. So we've got pets, so the pet advancement and wild marks. And I'm not going to be doing advanced wild marks, so we don't have the pets that are worth doing advanced wild marks right now. And I'm not just going to blow them for points. They're too valuable to do that. We got Mithril, which I do have some things I can use with Mithril. We've got Chief Gear, excluding charms, so I could do some Chief Gear work tonight. Then we've got Essence Stones, which will be part of the gear work, along with the Mithril. And we've got widgets, which is, that's locked to the hero, but, I've got some widget work to do tonight as well. And then we got Fire Crystals and Speed Ups. So of this, what do I want to show tonight? I think I'm going to show, first I want to show an account milestone. It's the first time that I'm going to get Geronimo's gear to 20, I believe, but I think I might need some more gears to do this, so I might have to go grab that gear chest. So, oh, before I do this, you know what? I know where I'm going to get my gears. Before I do that, let's go into the backpack. Let's clear some stuff out quick. All right, and now let's clear this out. Oh, all right, got more than 4. That's always a good thing. 104, so I should get at least 1. If I get more than 1, I'm lucky. 1. I just got 1, so not lucky, just standard. And then we'll clear this out. All right, fine. And I forgot to show VIP after the spending, so let me do that quick. See where we are for VIP. All right, so before I get into that, let's just do the VIP quick. There we go. So that's where my VIP is at this moment. It's, slow and steady grind. It's getting there as the spending goes. So that's that. Okay, so finally getting back to what I was trying to show as an account milestone is I did press this to level 11 yesterday. So now I'm eligible for this Empower, which allows me to use some Mithril. And I see what you guys mean telling me to stock up the Mithril, because this bad boy takes 10 Mithril just for this one operation and 3 Mythic gear. So, thanks for all the advice, because now I have what I need. So now I'm going to get plus 20 on this and get an infantry defense bonus. And that is sweet right there. So now I can continue to enhance it further, but that is a nice stat bonus right there alone. I'm going to hold off on some of this though, because I want to wait until I, a little bit longer to SvS so I can put more points up on the board later. And part of the reason for that is I don't really want to spend more than I have to for us to win the event. So I'm going to try to kind of push a little bit further and see how things are going. So let's see what my power looks like, and our points look like right now based on that. And just that one operation, I'm in 9th place, but people haven't done that much yet. So I'm not going to put anything into that. It's just like barely after the reset. So the other thing, let's look at the other thing I can do. So that's some of the gear work. I think I do have actually a little fire crystal work I can do today. There's like one more thing I can do because I have a few more fire crystals. So I'll do that as well. You know what? If I'm not mistaken, I can do one more segment on the marksman camp at least. So let me see if I clear this out and then upgrade. Yeah, I can do one more segment on the marksman. So we'll get that going. Hey, I can do one more segment. And then use the speed ups on that as well. All right. And that's all I can do for now because I'm out of fire crystals. So, and that's because of the Vault of Enigma. I forgot about that one. All right. So, there we go. Get that training. And that's very close to being 3. All right. What else can we do? So that's a little bit of fire crystal work. We got the widget work I can do a little bit later as well. We got more gear work I can do. And the one more thing I wanted to do before I close off for tonight is the pets. So if we come into the pets, the one pet that I do want to press further And I'll do this part on camera. This is the upgrade of the Titan Rock. This is one of the pets that I do want to get his level up on, so I am going to go right now and I'm going to buy the pet food. I know a bunch of you probably hate this idea of buying pet food here, but I don't know. You tell me if you think this is an inefficient buy. I'm only doing it at the $20 level. I think I might have to come back in here and do the custom chest at the $50 level, but at that point, I hope it's going to be only chest. I'm going to see what else I need. So I'm doing that right now just because it's only at the $20 level. I'm going to need a bunch of food to increase his level. So let's see how far that gets me. All right, so now I can use the materials chests. All right, and at this point, I'll wait until some of the things come back where I get some free pet food. I think one of the pets gives me some free pet food, and I'll see how much more I need. But the other thing I did want to do tonight is I want to go to at least the cave hyena, the very basic one. Oh, he has an advancement waiting. I'll wait on this. I don't really need to do that advancement. But what I do want to do is start playing around with the common wild mark. So let's see what this is like, because I haven't done this before. So essentially what I want to do is try to get his retry replace. So those are all good because they all went up. Refine again. They all went up. Most of them went up. Okay, most of them went up. They all went up. Good. I just want to get them to green, essentially. And there's a diminishing returns, as I understand. Like, this is kind of like rolling the dice each time. And, oh, 2 of them are going down now. I guess I'm going to retry on this one. Well, okay, fine. I'll take your warning. I'll replace it. These look good so far. All right, so I got 1 at green now. Two at green. 3 at green. Oh. Don't want that one. Take this one. All right, just need 1 more to green and I'll be happy. No. I'll take that one. All right. I'm going to stop there for him because it's just a cave hyena. But that's the idea is I'm going to basically follow the color of the animal. So this is the Arctic wolf is where is he? Arctic wolf is a green, it's an N. So I'm going to push his stats to green. Titan Rock is an R, so I'm going to push them to blue. I actually might do Titan Rock a little bit further to purple, only because he is a battle pet. So it's all I have right now, and I'll get something for that. And then this will go to green, and this will go to blue, because that's the color of the pet, essentially. So I'll do that a little later. Now, what I promise you is tomorrow I'm going to give you an update on SvS results, obviously, because the results will be in. But before then, whenever I do any of this work, I'm going to come in and do a recording of that. So when I post the video tomorrow, I'll also be able to show you the progression that I did. I'm just going to wait probably a few hours at least. I can't really do it too far into tomorrow because of my work schedule, and then I won't have a lot of time before I get ready to record at the end of the day, but maybe I will save some of it for the end of the day tomorrow. And then when I record everything, I'll show you all the work that I did, the points that I got, and how we did overall on SvS Prep. So make sure you give me a like, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll get notifications whenever I post something or when I go live. And remember, I do like to see the comments, so make sure if you have any advice or comments or feedback about what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what you want to see me to be doing more, make sure you drop me a comment right in the video section below so that I can respond to it. I can see what you're saying and I can start to learn and play better. Thank you very much for joining. And until next time, I'll see you later.